What's up you guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Today we're going to be doing a first impressions and a glam holiday look using the NaniLeeBeauty Cat's Pajamas palette. Please be sure to subscribe to this video and hit the bell for all new videos uploaded. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at NaniLeeBeauty, and if you want to see how I created this look, then just keep watching. Alright, so this is the container it comes in. It's super pretty. It has flowers all over, and then the middle is like metallic. It has NaniLeeBeauty written there. The back just gives you information and her name. So once you open the package, the palette comes out, and it's really sparkly, but it's really smooth. Like it's not that grainy sparkly texture, so really nice. Back is sparkly too, and this is cruelty free, which is awesome. Okay, now you open it up and you get this little film sheet that's here to protect the shadows from the mirror. Okay, so if you guys watched my last video, which was the Anastasia Prism palette, there was a clip where I was trying to read all the shade names off to you guys by holding the palette up, and that went horribly wrong. I actually had to delete the whole scene because it was like I couldn't read the names of them in the viewfinder, so I constantly had to pull it back down, and then I was reading them wrong and it was just a huge mess. So we're gonna try this again and see how it goes. Okay, so we have Okie Dokie, we have Scatterbrain, we have Bomb Diggity, we have Cray Cray, we have Redonkulous over here, back over here we have Quirky, we have Kooky, we have In One Ear, Out the Other, and Oddball. So she did make a video where she went over all of these shade names and why she chose them, and basically she says that they represent her weirdness, which totally makes sense. She is pretty out there. So we're going to get into the eye look now, and we're going to use a couple of these shades. Alright, so first I'm going to go in with Bomb Diggity, which is again this one right here. I'm going to use that one as a transition shade for my lid. So this first transition shade, it's really important that this is the one that you guys take your time to blend out and make the blend really seamless, because this is the shade that's going to be your transition from your natural skin to the eyeshadow colors. So this one's extremely important to blend out all the way. Okay, so now that one's in, I'm going to go in with Cray Cray, which is a little bit of a deeper orange. I'm going to put that one in the crease as well. So whenever putting a new shadow on your lid, I do recommend to start on the outer corner and then work your way in. It's a little bit easier to blend out on the outer corner, and it looks a little bit better with the outer corner darker than the inner corner. Okay, so now that Cray Cray is on, I'm going to go in with Kooky, which is a shade right here. I'm going to put that one in the crease as well. And with the shade, I'm holding my brush kind of straight out instead of at an angle like this, because I want to make sure that the shade stays mainly in the crease and not blended too much above. Okay, so now I'm going to take Quirky, which is this one over here, and I'm going to put that one, I'm going to make a halo eye, so that means that you have two darker colors on the outer corner and inner corner, and then you have more of a lighter or shimmery color in the center. So I'm going to use Quirky, and I'm going to put that one on the corners, the outer corners. Okay, so I'm going to go in with Out the Other, and I'm going to use this shade to kind of blend in the outer shade to the middle shade. Okay, so just to stay away from the purples, I'm actually going to go in with Scatterbrain, which is this gold one right here. I'm going to put that one in the middle of my lid. Okay, so now that Scatterbrain is on the center of my lid, I'm going to go back in with Quirky just to deepen the outer corners a little bit more. Okay, so Quirky, again, does have a lot of fallout with this shade. I do have shadow like all underneath my eyes, so I'm just going to go and wipe that away real quick. Okay, and then just to make sure the edges here are really blended out and there's no harsh lines, I'm just going to take a fluffy brush with nothing on it. This is a Beige Cosmetics number 7 brush. I'm just going to go and blend out the top by just doing windshield wiper motions, going over it, and not pressing too hard to take away the color. but just going over it lightly. Okay, so once that's all blended out nicely, I'm going to go ahead and apply some liner, mascara, and lashes, and I'll be right back. Alright, so really quick off camera, I realized I didn't complete my lower lash, so all I did was pop Kooky down there, and then I put on some highlighter. For the inner corner, I went in with Scatterbrain, which is the same shimmery shade as the top. And then for the rest of the highlight, I just went in with some Ofra highlighters. Lipstick I used Anastasia Beverly Hills in Brandy. And I put eyeliner on my waterline, and I also put some mascara on. So that's what I did off camera, and now it's time for final thoughts. Alright, so final thoughts on the Laura Lee Los Angeles Cat's Pajamas palette was, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. The formula is amazing. It was super easy to blend out the colors. They were pretty basic for being fall colors, however, these are fall colors. Like, this is what you go to create any holiday look. So I think that she knocked it out with this one. And there was a lot of controversy with the price for 10 shades when she claims to be the drugstore queen. And honestly, yes, the price is a bit steep for only 10 colors, but I'd have to say that I will pay basically anything if it's a really good formula, which I think this is. I really liked it. I think that she worked so hard on it, and whether you are a fan of her or not, there's no denying a good formula, and there's no denying that she's a person who's worked hard to get where she is in life, to create this palette, to create her makeup brand, to be where she is. So I think that that's really important to recognize and support in a person. So overall, I do highly, highly recommend this palette. It was $40 for 10 shades, but I think that it's totally worth it. The pigmentation was awesome. There wasn't a lot of fallout. Besides, the one shade Quirky was a little bit, had a little bit too much fallout, but that was the only shade I had an issue with. Other than that, I think it's great. I think it's perfect. Okay, so really quick, I'm going to go ahead and say one thing. If you guys saw my last video, I was actually talking in that video. That was the first time I've ever done it, that I've posted, of course. And if you could tell, that was not me, obviously. I was super serious, not making any jokes, just, it's really nerve-wracking. I never realized how weird it was to sit there and talk to a camera, pretending that it's like 1,000 people who are watching you. So it's really hard to be really personal, and it takes a lot to get used to. So thank you guys so much for your patience and understand. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching again. I really appreciate it, and have a great day or night whenever you are watching this. Bye!
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Today we're going to be doing a first impressions using the Laura Lee Cat's Pajamas palette right here. This is obviously the look I created with it, and I can't find my way back to you till you make amends.